America, how we doing today? I've been doing a little work in here. I've got a lot of stuff done in the last several days. Redoing things, changing my mind. Well, that ain't gonna work too good. Why don't we try this and do something different? So some of the work that I've already done, I had to back up and redo in a way because I changed my mind. What were they? What are the things that I've changed? Well, let's start from the front of the trailer here. The last video we had, I was just wrapping this up, putting these panels back on and everything, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's not quite as good as it was from the factory. What I mean by that is, see, there's a little bit of give now on the corners and stuff. There's a little bit of give. There's still plywood behind there, but they had it wrapped real nice and tight and had it kind of glued in and everything. And I didn't. I just pulled it back over and screwed it back in. So there's like maybe a 1/4 or 1/16 inch gap, air gap in between here, and it makes that flex a little bit when you push on it. But it's better than having all the mold in there. So I got all that out. I tore it through the mold away. I put new wood in. And I think the last thing I said on the previous video, it's been a while since I've done a video here. You remember, this is my time and there's video time. Everything's about a week behind where I'm actually at. So anyway, I put the strip up there, but I didn't have any caulking. So I went and found some caulking, put that up there, and I used Henry's. Let's see if I still got it in the trash can over here. Instead, I couldn't find any die-core. The stores don't sell die-core apparently anymore, but you have to order. I had to order it on Amazon, I think, last time. But anyway, I got this Henry's lap sealant. It's for Henry's makes a paint that you can put on the roof of RVs and stuff, and it's like a heat reflective paint. Here it works pretty good. I'm probably going to do that to this this trailer. Is when it's all done, the last thing I'll do is probably get up there and paint the top of this thing with the Henry's. I don't want to do that yet because I might have to crawl up there and do some things, and I don't want to mar it all up. So anyway, I'll put that Henry's up there eventually. But I put caulking around the front trim, and I put caulking around the Max air fan, and got it all sealed and mounted and done. Run the wiring down through the ceiling here, right here. Wiring comes down through here and comes out the back in here. Oh, it's probably too dark. Do y'all see anything that's different about this than my original design? Now, granted, I've got paneling up and everything, and I got insulated all the walls and everything. I've got insulation up here and in here and all that. Do you see anything? All right, remember the original plan on this. Let me set you down. The original plan was to have the bed and the refrigerator and then this wall right here. I was going to cut a hole right in here and put an air conditioning, a window unit air conditioning in that hole. Blows air into the living quarters, and then the heat would blow back into the garage area. And I got so many comments. People say, oh, don't do that, don't do that. And I knew about a mini split, and I thought, well, maybe I ought to try that. But I went with the window unit because I saw somebody did that one time. It seemed to work pretty well for them. They had a smaller trailer than this. They had a wall instead of the ramp door, they had the barn doors that open. And you open the doors up, and then about 2 feet in, he had a wall, okay? In that wall, he had a regular window, like this window, but a full-size house window in there, and he put a window unit in there. So when he's driving down the road, he closes the doors, and it's all sealed up. But when he gets out camping where he opens that up, okay, well, he apparently camps in places that he doesn't have to worry about things walking away at night, So I didn't really want to leave it wide open all the time. So my idea was close the door up, leave it cracked to let that heat escape. People, oh no, it's going to rain, it'll ruin everything. Oh no, okay. I'm like, well, yeah, you're right, but I think I know if it's going to rain, I just won't run the air conditioner. Anyway, I got to thinking better of it, and I thought, instead of putting that air conditioner in here, I knew about the mini splits, but I had forgotten about portable air conditioners. They're set on the floor. They're about the size of a little dehumidifier, but they're portable air conditioners, and you can set them anywhere and run them. And they make heat, but they exhaust them out of a tube out the back of them, kind of like the tube out of your clothes dryer at home. Okay, so I got to think, that might work better. I'll use the a portable air conditioner and just set it on the floor up front, cut a hole in the floor, make a trap door, basically lift that up, put the hose outside. But when I'm not using it, pull the hose out, put the door back on it, and it's sealed back up, you know, so things don't come through there. That ain't a bad idea. So then I got to think, okay, maybe I'll do that. Well, if I do that, I won't need the air conditioner. Well, if I don't need the air conditioner, well, now I can I can put a door in here. If I put a door in here, now I don't have to have the shower up here, up in front. Remember, I was going to put like a horse trough and use that as a shower basin. And when I'm not using it, put all the shower curtains down inside the trough, the horse trough, and have a lid, basically like 1x4s. Take 1x4s and put them all together and put a board underneath and make a lid and stick it on there. And that would be like an end table or a coffee table or something for me. Set that over there. And I got to think, if I got this door, I don't need to put the shower there. I can put it in back, out of sight, out of mind. Somebody made a comment. Let's go back in the back now. Somebody made a comment. I know it's a little dark back here, but bear with me. Somebody made a comment. Take a shower pan and put it up here where the motorcycle front tire is. And when you come in, you just ride the motorcycle up into the shower pan. Okay. And when you get someplace, pull the motorcycle out. You're camping somewhere. The motorcycle's been parked outside anyway. Now you got a shower. Well, if I put it there, I can't put the door there. And I got to think, why don't I put it around over here? Well, I already had this shower pan. This is the shower pan I bought for that Ford Transit van that I built. And I decided not to use it because it took up too much space in that van. That van was so much smaller than this trailer. So I thought, I won't use that. I'll just use that tub and the sprayer thing that I used. I could use this here. Problem was the batteries were right there. Well, let's relocate the batteries. Okay, we take the batteries out. Where am I going to put the batteries? Well, I didn't think about putting the batteries under there before because I had 2 water tanks in here, remember? I had 2 water tanks. You guys come up with the idea. Somebody came up with the idea. Put one of the tanks in the bed of the pickup, put one in here. That way I've got one in the truck. I can just run to town and fill up. I don't have to drag the trailer into town. Oh, there's an idea. Flexibility is what we're getting at. So now that I don't have 2 tanks under here, I only got 75 gallons of water instead of 150. Now I don't have to have that. I got a little extra space. So let's take those batteries out and put them in here. So I spent a whole day, it took me a whole day to remove the batteries and all the cabling and everything. I took the invert, or the charge controller was sitting about right here. I moved it over and up as far as I could go to get it as far up in the corner as I could, and run the cables over through the wall, down in here, around over here to the batteries, and the inverter, and all the whole battery setup is just like it was out there, but it's in here, protected under the bed. All right, so we got batteries in here. We only got 1 tank. Because of taking that tank out, it let me put batteries in here, which let me put a shower out there, which let me get rid of that, which means, see how it all kind of, once I made one decision, it opened up all these other possibilities, okay? So I changed a lot of different ideas in here, and like I said, one of the biggest things was this door. Now, it's a 24-inch wide door. It's 24 inches wide, but I think 6.5. I'm 6'1", so yeah, about 65 inches, 75 inches, I think, tall, whatever. I will just build my own door, make a 2x4 frame and put insulation and luan on both sides, and it'll swing this way. Well, why this way? Because if I swing this way, it'll hit the motorcycle that will be parked here most of the time, okay? So if I swing it this way, I can come back, even if the motorcycle's in here, I can squeeze by to get back and take a shower, okay? Put the shower back here. You don't use it that often, so when you why take up all this living space with this? That's the problem with the shower. It's something that you kind of need, but it takes up a lot of space for all the more you use it. Bed's kind of the same thing. You know, you at least use the bed 8 hours a night, 7 hours a night, whatever. So, but yeah, and other people say, well, why don't you make a folding bed? Well, I thought about that, and I got enough floor space. I really don't need to do that, and it gives me a place to put the water tanks and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I didn't make a Murphy bed, fold-up bed. I don't really need to do that. So, what else? Oh, kitchen cabinets. Let's move you over here. Set you down on that. Now, the lighting is terrible in here. Is that any better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and just buy the factory, the store-bought cabinets after all. And what I've done is I went and bought a big 60-inch unit, and it was slid all the way over to here. And I bought two 24-inch drawer units. One's there and one was going to be over there. So that would fill up that whole wall with cabinets, okay? You have a big, long kitchen cabinet, countertop, and it would fill the whole thing up. Well, I got it in here and I realized the sink would be over here. It wouldn't be centered with the window. And I kind of like things centered, I guess. I don't know. I thought, well, why don't we move this over? So I moved one of the units out of there and moved everything over and kind of centered it up with the window so the sink will go right in the center here. Well, I kind of like that idea. All right, so we're going to do that. Well, now I've got a foot gap over here and a little over a foot gap over there. Well, somebody made a comment. I'll turn you a little bit. Somebody made a comment, Stan, you don't have any place to hang your clothes. You don't have a closet. Well, they're right. I don't have a closet. What am I going to do? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I don't know why. But I can always just fold clothes up and put them in a drawer or something. But I got to think, yeah, it would be nice to have a closet. So I thought, well, we'll move these over. Now I got a foot empty space over there and a foot of empty space over here. I can just build a wall right up to the ceiling, okay? And it's just one of those 2x2 walls. Build it up here, and then put a dowel right across here, okay? And that becomes a place to hang your clothes in a closet area. Put a door on here, just a curtain or whatever to cover it up. And if I wanted to, I could put another dowel about right here, so I can put shirts on top and jeans on the bottom, kind of thing, and coats down below, whatever. So I think I'm going to do that. Well, now I've got that extra cabinet. Where am I going to put it? Well, I was going to buy a cabinet and put over here, a 36-inch cabinet, and put it in. Well, now that I got this 24-inch cabinet, let's show you this one. All right. So here's this 24-inch cabinet over here, and if I put a 36-inch in, it goes all the way over to the wall, door over here, and there's a piece of this fender well is still in here, and it kind of messes that all up. Well, that ain't gonna work. So let's put the 24-inch in here, put a countertop all the way over to this wall, and that'll be, we'll put shelves in here, okay, and make that a shelving unit, place to put pots and pans maybe, okay. So that's the cabinets. I'm content with that, happy with that. So what we got here? We got the mold fixed. We've got the water tank. Took one tank out, put it in the bed of the pickup. Let's aim you down just a little bit. Put one of the tanks in the bed of the pickup. Put one in here that opens up some space to put batteries. I put the batteries in here. That opens up space to put the shower out there. I don't use the air conditioner that I was going to put up there. I'm going to put it over here. That opens that up to put a door in. By making one decision, whoever it was, thank you for giving me the idea of putting the water tank in the bed of the pickup. That opens up this space and makes all these other things. Oh, now that I did that, I can do this. Now that I did that, I can do that. And it all made it work. So that's one of the best pieces of advice, or somebody gave me so far, was put one of the tanks in the pickup. And it makes sense. If you got all your water in here and you need water, you've got to drag this into town. Let's say it's someplace you can't bring the trailer into. I can take the pickup into almost any convenience store and use the faucet on the side of the building. They probably wouldn't appreciate this trailer pulling up and hooking up water, but if I have a pickup, sure. Okay, can I get some water? Sure. Okay, you got a hose? Yeah, I got a hose. I hook it up and I put it. They think I'm filling up a 5-gallon bucket. 75 gallons later, I try. Anyway, you get the idea. It's flexibility is what I'm getting at. So by taking that water tank out, made a huge difference. So where I'm at, I've got walls finished. I've got some of the wiring done. I've got some wiring. Well, wiring comes out of the inverter, a Romex wire, just regular household wire in your house. That'll run up here and over and then down. And I'll put an outlet down at the bottom, and that's where I'll plug the refrigerator in. And then I'll put run another wire up here somehow to get over into this area, put an outlet on the wall over here for this countertop space. And that's about all the electricity I'm going to have on this right side over here, okay, as far as electrical, okay. Now, lights are a different thing, but as far as just outlets and stuff, there's that, okay. Then, on the other hand, on this side, I'm going to run some wiring over here, behind this paneling here, into this groove, and put an outlet here, and maybe one over there. And that's pretty much it on outlets, okay. They're just, you know, easy to get to, not hidden down underneath someplace, just right there. Plug anything I need to into them, and if I need to add more, I can always add another one later. But anyway, that's for that right now, and it'll probably be surface mounted outlets. I don't want to recess them into the walls because the walls aren't that deep anyway. So it'll just be surface mounted electrical, and then lighting. Okay, where am I going to put lights? Well, I'm not going to put any lights in the ceiling of this at all. Okay, it's just more of a hassle than it really needs to be. In the van, when I built the overhead cabinets, that's what this board is here for. I'll be hanging some cabinets down here and about this high, right above the window, so about 12 inches down, about 10 inches. I think it comes out about 12 and 12 roughly, but I'll build my own cabinets for the above because the store-bought cabinets don't really fit well up here, okay, because of the curvature of the roof, okay. Anyway, I'll build my own cabinets up here, and just like I did in the transit van, I'll put a strip of LED lights on the very bottom of them. I'll put a strip here, and I'll build another overhead cabinet over here, the same way, and put some lights under here, and that's all the lights I'll ever need. And it's light where I need it, on the counter where I'm actually using it. And so that will be easy, and it'll be 12 volt. It'll be 12 volt LED lighting, and I'll run the wiring when I get to that point. I don't really want to run wiring behind the walls too much, because if you ever want to change something, you got to tear there we go. You got to tear everything apart, and I don't really want to do that. I'd like accessibility and be able to change my mind, which I never change my mind, do I? So anyway, with that, I think we're caught up. Glad y'all are watching, and I appreciate the comments. I do read them, obviously, because you guys got some good comments and good suggestions, and when they work, I take them to heart. I really do. I like the idea that you guys are feeding me some morsels of knowledge. So with that, I think we're done for the day. I got to run in the store and buy some more electrical stuff to run this wiring and everything. And then I'm going to put paneling over here. I'm going to put paneling on that and get that refrigerator mount. After I get the wiring done, get the refrigerator mounted in there, I think. And just keep on keeping on. So with that, ciao. You have a good one. Thanks for watching.